Pokemon Horizons episode 85 gave us the moment we've all been waiting for, the grand reveal of the Laqua Paradise. After over 80 episodes of anticipation, we finally stepped foot into this legendary land. But did it live up to the hype? This episode delivered breathtaking moments, emotional reflections, and some very questionable decisions from our heroes, so let's just dive into the review. Real quick though, I just finally launched YouTube channel memberships, so if you want to support my channel even more than you already are and help me do this full time, while also getting some amazing benefits like Pokeferlax emojis and private chats and shoutouts in videos, and exclusive content and much more, then it'd mean the world to me if you became a channel member. Just click the join button next to the subscribe button, or you can use the link in the description. Thank you all so much for the continued kindness, y'all are the best community ever. But now that I've yapped enough, let's dive into the episode review. Our heroes reach the top of the Kamuri Mountain, the place where heaven and earth meet, and Lucius VS Rayquaza clears the clouds, revealing the one and only Laqua Paradise. And yeah, I'm finally gonna try calling Rakua by the dub name Laqua, and Rakurium by the dub name Laquium. It won't be easy after 2 years of calling them by the sub name, but I have to change eventually, right? Rayquaza then immediately has a nap, so Roy returns it to its ancient Pokeball, and honestly, that's so valid of Rayquaza. That guy not only battled all of the Rising Volt tacklers, but then immediately after flew all the way to the Laqua Paradise. He really said, "I'm exhausted, y'all can handle the rest," and then clocked out immediately. Good for him, what a legend. Our heroes head down into the Rakua Paradise, finally, and it's just like we saw in the flashbacks. A lush, beautiful land of nature where thousands of Pokemon live in peace and harmony. We see so many amazing Pokemon living here, but some stand out above the rest. For example, a Primeape and a Hydreigon, two Pokemon who are normally angry and fighting everyone, they're living here peacefully. And even Pokemon who naturally hate each other like Heatmor and Durant are happy together here. Laqua truly is a Pokemon paradise where all kinds of Pokemon can live together in peace, away from humans. There are even legendary Pokemon too, like Virizion, Zapdos, and so many starter Pokemon, man, genuinely more than I can count. It's all so beautiful to see. Then a little Bidoof dashes up to Liko and Terapagos excitedly, and I'm thinking it's because Bidoof, the HM Slave King, can sense fellow HM slaves in Liko's ancient Pokeballs. Lucius's 6 heroes. I'm just kidding around, obviously. Friede theorizes that the Laquium must be the reason that the paradise is as it is, so they all head in deeper. Okay, so now that we've finally seen the Laqua Paradise in person, I have some thoughts. I genuinely did find the Pokemon aspect of the Laqua Paradise really beautiful, like I said before. It's amazing that all these Pokemon live here in harmony. But I'd be lying to myself if I said I wasn't a tiny bit disappointed in the overall presentation of Laqua, in terms of the land itself. I don't know how to explain it, but the Laqua Paradise just doesn't feel as special as I was hoping for. After over 80 episodes of building up to this, the paradise itself just feels more normal than I expected. Like, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but I was expecting some jaw-dropping, next-level mystical wonderland, like a Lost World sort of vibe. But instead, it kinda feels like we just stumbled into a particularly nice national park. I remember early in the series seeing the old fairy tale storybook drawings of Laqua, and it looked so stunning and otherworldly, you know? The colours were so unique, the terrain was big and bold, everything was sparkling beautifully, there seemed to be trees and ruins everywhere. It really just felt so ethereal and mystical and magical. I don't know, those initial drawings kind of raised my expectations for how the paradise would look visually, and in the end it didn't quite live up to that. Like, low-key, I'm not gonna lie, the mountains around Laqua with the beautiful rainbows and cliff sides, they felt way more beautiful and ethereal to me than the paradise itself. But oh well, at least they nailed the Pokemon side of it. Let me know what you guys think, do you agree with me or disagree with me? Our heroes continue heading in deeper with Terapagos leading them, and then they set up camp overnight and watch the beautiful stars together. They all reminisce on how far they've come, everything they've been through, and this scene was so amazing, genuinely. I'm so proud of the 3 of them for making it this far. Dot wonders whether Lucius and Ristal sat under these same stars 100 years ago, and then Liko has a really mature and heartfelt moment where she confesses that she's kinda sad their journey's nearly over. After all, everything was leading to the Laqua Paradise and now they're finally here. And she also confesses that she feels she might have to say goodbye to Terapagos if it chooses to stay here in Laqua. But Roy and Dot prove they're the best friends ever to Liko by cheering her up and reassuring her, basically telling her that Terapagos chose Liko to be its partner. So so it will probably want to stay with Liko no matter what. That was a really sweet scene, man. I feel like we haven't seen our heroes have to face that one ultimate heartbreak that constantly plagued Ash's journey, saying goodbye to your Pokemon. So it is intriguing to see whether that topic is eventually tackled in the future, maybe through Terapagos and Laqua and Lucius. I'd love to see how our heroes handle it. But the emotions are interrupted very quickly by Spinel's Behem spying on them, and it's really about to go down, dude. The next morning our heroes reach a huge purple barrier deep in the Laqua Paradise, and it turns out this is the energy barrier that Terapagos used to seal the Rakurium and Lucius inside 100 years ago. So Terapagos transforms into its terrestrial form and uses all of its energy to shatter the barrier, and then it immediately passes out from exhaustion. Man, I can't believe it, just like that, the barrier, the shield from 100 years ago is no more. They're so close to where Lucius was. Okay, so bear with me while I yap for a little bit. Obviously, I know why our heroes are doing this. I know why they broke the barrier, because they want to reach Lucius. But I've got to be totally honest, this feels incredibly short-sighted of them, dude. They knew this barrier was the only thing that's been stopping the Rakurium from destroying the entire world for the past 100 years. They knew that barrier was the only thing stopping Gibeon from getting to the Rakurium. And they knew that Terapagos is the only one who could break that barrier. But despite all of that, they just immediately smashed the barrier anyway. There was no hesitation, no backup plan, no, hey, maybe we should just think this through for more than 5 seconds. Nope, none of that, just boom, world-ending Rakurium unleashed to the entire world. This is especially crazy because Friede literally suspects that Gibeon is living in Kamuri Town, and that the explorers are probably after him still right now, so it feels very, very, very short-sighted. In fact, a huge oversight for our heroes to so happily break that barrier and put the whole world at risk without even taking any precautions. I'm not really sure what they were thinking here. Maybe they weren't thinking at all, maybe they were just too excited to maybe meet Lucius. Anyway, Friede goes ahead, finding the pink Rakurium crystals everywhere, but then, as expected, Spinel appears out of nowhere ready to stop him. At the same time, Liko, Roy and Dot are stopped by Sidian, Coral and Agate, or I guess I should call her Chouse, now that I'm doing all the dub names. I probably butchered that pronunciation, dude. But regardless, that's where the episode ended. Here we go, man, the big battle against the explorers is about to begin. The good guys versus the bad guys at the Laqua Paradise, round 2 100 years later. And although our heroes have beaten the explorers before, I think this battle is still going to be an exciting one. Mainly because the explorers have powered up since then too. Not only did some of them master terrestrialization, but Coral also caught Screamtail, Spinel can use a Rakurium now, and of course Chouse is still a mystery really, we've barely seen her. So yeah, the battles are going to be mad exciting. I've seen some people criticising this episode because not much happened in it. It was just our heroes walking around Laqua and thinking about their journey so far. And although I do have some criticisms of the episode, that is not one for me at all. I completely disagree with that criticism. We've spent 80 episodes building up to the Laqua Paradise. If we got here immediately and skipped over the paradise itself and jumped right into the big world-ending battle, that would have sucked, man. I love that our heroes got to spend more time in the paradise and see its beauty and serenity. That way they have way more of a reason to protect and value it, you know? It makes us care about it as viewers more too. This has been the goal destination for the whole series so far. It would be crazy if we immediately skipped over it. So yeah, overall I do have some criticisms about the feel and visuals of Laqua, and about our heroes being incredibly short-sighted in breaking Terapagos' barrier, but I still really enjoyed this episode and I can't wait to see what happens next. So let me know your thoughts on the new episode in the comments below. Also be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Don't forget to check out my new channel memberships by pressing the join button on my channel or the link in the description. There's going to be some exciting stuff for members in the future. So yeah, on that note, thank you all so much for watching and best wishes until we meet again.